Hey everybody, this is Pastor Jeff. I'm calling you from a place that I know none of you have ever been, but I was thinking about this spot this morning right before I started Lighthouse Worship Center in my mind and 2T4 Ministries. I had an experience here coming right out of these woods that are right to my left, and there was a cornfield planted here at the time, which now this is beans. If you remember just a few weeks ago, I talked to you about how sometimes you'll have that cornfield that will come right up in the middle of a bean field, and it's that corn coming up out of season. But I wanted to come back to this spot because this is a spot that hit me during a low spot, a low time in my life. I was really questioning my call, questioning what a boy from Paketown with a southern drawl, with really no education other than law enforcement and fire and rescue classes, what exactly could someone like me be or do? And I was coming out of these woods after an interesting time. I really hadn't been exposed to a lot of four-wheeler rides or hills or hunting, and had just come out of a hunt, and was kind of at a low spot, really questioning, was I called to be a minister? My flesh was really calling me to some other things because I really didn't know how in the world I was going to be able to make the money I was making at that time, and a lot of family issues, a lot of struggles going on. But this was the place where I came out of this wood line right here, and I'll show you in a minute, and I came up out of the bottom of this hill, and it had a great morning hunt, and the sun was coming up, the stalks were up. It was right at the beginning of fall, and when I came out here, this is where that morning glory vine had wrapped around a corn stalk, and a beautiful flower, which, raising up on a farm, I've never seen a morning glory vine that I liked. It was usually wrapped around a tobacco stalk or something that was going to make my harvesting that plant more harder. And as I came up and I got out there in the middle of the field and started walking down the side of that field, that's when I saw that flower. And I remember in that message that I talked about, the insignificant moment when you don't feel like you're measuring up to what life is demanding of you, but God has put something on the inside of you that is demanding you to pursue or to go after greatness, and you feel so insignificant. There that flower was, and it hit me. Nobody else would ever see that flower. No one else would value that flower. How the dew on that morning made what the sun was shining, almost like that thing had diamonds on it. But yet it bloomed anyway in the middle of a cornfield on the backside of the Yost property here, and several other flowers up at other places that probably could be seen, but this one chose to bloom even in the middle of a place of insignificance. Just like David in the shepherd's field, just like God in everything that he does and how he tries to confound the wise, quote, of the world with the stupid things, the insignificant things, and how we take off from that moment. I just wanted to take this time today to tell you from the same place that I had my aha moment where God told me that he wanted me to bloom anyway. What other people thought of me, what other people chose to value of me, or them determining my worth, it really didn't matter, because God had chose me. And in the middle of what my insignificant mindset was, God had chosen me for this time. Lighthouse Worship Center, 2T4 Ministries, and all those involved, all the people that have been involved in our ministry or going to be involved in our ministry, I want you to remember this day, and when I'm telling you right from this place, right from this field, you have to bloom anyway. Leave the results up to God. Leave the audience up to God. Leave what other people will say about you up to God. He said he came with a sword. He came with a sword that's going to sever you from the things that are holding you back and that keep you limited and keep you bound up. I'm calling you today from this field, from this place, from this time, and I'm telling you to bloom anyway. Amen. I'm going to show you this beautiful hill. And that would have been the hill that you would have been coming out of. And oh, this rocky ground on this Yost property, it's amazing they can get anything to grow, but they have learned to do it. They have learned to adapt. But I came out of those woods about right where that butterfly is moving around at, and I come right up here. And when I walked up here, I walked into that cornfield, and you can see some of the stalks and stuff laying down from before. And I had to walk up that hill to where that power pole is, and there that flower was. So I'm telling you today, you bloom anyway. You do what God's called you to do. You keep on pressing, you keep on moving, you keep on working. And even in the midst of everything that you're fighting, in the midst of all the issues, all the problems, everything that you're facing today, tonight, in that church and on your mind, you understand that God always has little things there that will move you, that will push you, that will motivate you. And it can just be your morning glory vine, your morning glory flower in the middle of a place that nobody else sees, but it always means something to you. And guys, right here in this spot, that was my spot. That's where God intercepted my depression. He intercepted my thoughts of failure. He intercepted others' perceptions of me. He intercepted even the battles of the future that I wouldn't have faced, all by that little flower. Every time I start to get a little down on myself, Becky will say, Jeff, bloom anyway. Even if nobody notices, even if nobody sees the difference that you're making. It don't matter what credit people give you. It all matters that we're giving God the glory. And that one day we'll stand before a Maker, and He'll be glad that we bloomed anyway.